Hello everybody and welcome back to Isaac 101. This will be lesson 2. As always, I'm here with my good friend Michaelalfox.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Woo!
So I'm not sure, have you played any off-camera since the last episode?
Actually, what I started to, before this episode, I was trying to record an episode, but I had this weird thing happen. I was like 20-some minutes in with Camtasia, and it was saving it to my like smaller solid state drive.
Ah, yes.
And it was like, critical error. You can't do that, bitch. I was like, no. So I actually was doing pretty well. So I got a good, practice run in, and then this is technically like the third really good one. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I noticed that you picked up like quadshot right off the bat, which is arguably one of the best items in the game.
Is it really? Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, to me, the one thing I noticed was that it felt a little bit slower, which kind of, I guess, threw me off a tiny bit. But at the same time, I was dealing out more damage. So if anything, it was probably better because it was making me be, I think, a little bit smarter with my shots. I don't know. Well. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that's something that comes with time, because you like aim your shots, but eventually you just learn like the pace of your rate of fire and like how shots will move based on like whether you're strafing or something when you shoot them. So you can like float shots in from a distance and just kind of like not necessarily curve them, but you can, you know, kind of drift them into the position where you want them to go, which is something that you're doing to a certain extent right here.
Actually, yeah, that's I was gonna say. In particular, I think later in this this episode here, I'm on those guys that kind of like have like pop up and their fleshy neck reveals or whatever.
Yeah.
I was doing it a lot on them, I think, at one point, because those bastards were kind of positioned weird, but that's definitely something I just didn't even notice at all the first couple times I tried to play the game. So
I think from the last episode there were a couple of things. It's been like a week since we recorded that, but I'm trying to remember here. The principal thing was use your spacebar item every time you had the opportunity.
Yeah.
And, puberty pill. Apparently people have told me the puberty pill does nothing. And the other thing was...
don't waste keys.
Don't waste keys, yes, exactly. You don't have any keys right now, but hey, you got a damage upgrade as well. One thing that I like to do... Oh, you're checking your stats.
I'm trying to figure out, like, some of the items I see in the bottom right corner might say, like, tears up or this or that.
Right.
And I just want to kind of know to what extent and which items are doing that stuff. Because sometimes it'll say that, I noticed, in the bottom, but it wouldn't look like my stats actually changed any. So.
I think there might be some that are, like, more incremental.
Okay.
Not necessarily, like, huge leaps. But getting quad shot followed by, like, a damage upgrade is awesome, because now each one of your tiers gets that extra damage. It's not, like, spread out over the 4 of them. It's actually, like, all of them will get that damage upgrade, which is fantastic.
Nice. That's good. Yeah, no, it's, I'm gonna say, this motherfucker.
Oh, man.
Gemini, I kinda, at first I was a little, well, obviously I'm taking some stupid damage. I just gotta get used to fighting the different
It's trademarked,
bosses.
man.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was gonna say, I started, like, I would even commentate that when I play this by myself, right? I'm not doing the commentary, but I'd be talking to myself, like, oh, come on, Fox, you can't be doing this. This is taking stupid damage and stuff. And then I'd go back and I'd watch some of your older videos, and people like, commenting on your, I guess, trademark phrase for the game is stupid damage. So it's very true. I can sympathize with that. But
the thing with a boss like Gemini here is I can't tell if maybe, like, you saw that the bigger one chases you. I can't tell if maybe you're too slow to get away, because it's possible to just, like, not have enough speed to get away from him, and that sucks. Yeah. And I actually think the little rock might be a speed down as well. It might be a speed up, though. I can't remember. But yeah, like, part of Isaac is unteachable. Like, this overarching strategy, item management, stuff like that can be taught, but a lot of the bosses, you just have to fight them, like, 2 or 3 times to actually understand their patterns and how to dodge them.
No, that's exactly it. And for me, it's just like certain games, they have their ins and outs. I mean, you play like a first-person shooter type game, and you want to get to know the maps. That's kind of your limiting factor here. For me, it's just, I guess, then you'll really see this towards the end. Just understanding what exactly some of the enemies or monsters, whatever you want to call them, defeating them. Because some of them are not kind of exactly plain Jane, I find. So
on the last stream, you used a couple of bombs to pick up like 4 cents.
Yeah. Was
Probably.
that, I kind of felt like that was done because you buy a bomb for like 5 cents, don't you?
Right, and I mean, beyond that, like, you can take that as like the exchange rate for the bomb. You're probably not going to buy too many bombs. Usually you can find enough of them. Sometimes you will have to buy them, but usually you can find enough of them just in the environment. But when you only have like 3 bombs, it's interesting because here's what you use bombs for. You use bombs to like blow up stuff like this blood bank here. Do you know what that is?
You spend a heart and you get money.
Right. And sometimes it'll actually pay out with an item called the blood bag that gives you full health and also 1 extra heart container.
Oh, well.
So if you find like extra red hearts, you should always play that. If not for the money, then for the chance to get extra health.
Okay.
But you use bombs to blow up tinted rocks, like the one in the bottom left corner here. Oh man, that is so lucky! You, you have no idea how lucky you are. That's an item normally you usually get with deals with the devil. So you're going to the secret room here. This is another thing you commonly use bombs for, is to find, man, and you're firing red tears. I don't know if you know, but your tears change color based on how much damage you do.
Yeah, I knew that as soon as I saw the red, I knew that was a good thing, because I think I didn't, in the first lesson, I did something and I got the, what was it, the
pact, or
the bloodlust or whatever, and
Oh,
apparently
right,
I
yeah,
called
yeah.
it bloody lust, and people were like, it's bloodlust, you idiot, or I'm sorry, but yeah, I knew that was a good thing, but
yeah, that's incredibly lucky to just get that. I've never had an item drop like that on a sacrifice room like that. But what I was saying is that for bombs, you use them for a few different things. One thing you can use it for is like blowing up slot machines and stuff like that to get whatever's inside. Not whatever's inside, but usually it gives you like money or hearts or something. You also use it for blowing up these blue rocks, and you use it for finding the secret room. You didn't have to use it there to find the secret room because you got lucky and it was attached to a self-sacrifice room. But normally, like, bombs are worth more than 2 cents. So, oh man, you don't have any keys.
No, that's a
problem.
Yeah, it is a big ass problem because I want to get into that. Whatchamacallit, the what do you call that room?
The yellow one?
Yeah.
Usually like the item room or the treasure room.
Okay, yeah, treasure room. That's my #1 priority.
So what you could do in a situation like this, if you had saved bombs, is those blue rocks will sometimes give you a bomb, or sometimes give you a key.
Yep.
Or you could blow up a slot machine like the blood bank, and that will sometimes give you a key.
Okay, I didn't know you could blow up the. I never made the assumption at all, or.
Yeah.
That you could do that, so that's good to know for the next episode.
Absolutely, it's like the lowest priority use of a bomb for me. It's like, well, that, or I guess it depends on what you have. If you don't have any keys and you desperately need a key, that might be a big thing. But usually, like for bombs, I'm like, okay, priority #1 is blow up all the tinted rocks, because those almost always give you something great. They could give you a damage upgrade like you got in the rock there.
Yep.
They could give you a like just bombs, keys, and spirit hearts, the blue hearts. You get a range upgrade. And then beyond that, they can also help you find the secret room. The secret room usually has between like 3 and 15 cents in it.
Okay.
So that's that question mark room that obviously you saw up there. And this is actually a smart play right here.
I actually kind of thought that, because I didn't get any keys or anything, so I figured before I go on to the next level, I might as well make use of those. I think 3 hearts total, like.
Yeah.
2.
The only reason it was less than ideal, though, is because after you beat that boss, there was an extra door to go to what is a deal with the devil, so you can trade like heart containers to the devil, and he'll give you some kind of excellent item. You have to know what the symbols mean, though, and now that has disappeared, unfortunately. So you potentially missed the chance to trade a couple of heart containers for like a super high damage item, or an item that gives you the ability to fly or something.
Wait,
but it was definitely smart to play the blood bank.
Was that on the northernmost portion of the room?
Yes.
Damn it. Okay. I'll after this, I'm gonna go back and watch it, because I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't see anything.
Oh, and you found the secret room again by going to the self-sacrifice room.
So I could have blown this piece of shit up.
That's like, usually slot machine is terrible to find in the secret room because you're looking for extra money. However, if you have no bombs and keys, then this is not necessarily so bad.
Well, that's what I was doing. I didn't really care for the health, and I spent all of my money here. Get ready, people.
Oh man, I've been there before.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, because I mean, I kind of felt like I should save it just to keep saving my money for the coin room or whatever. But
yeah.
Like, can you get good items from these slot machines?
The slot machine can give you bombs, keys. It can give you like a defensive fly that circles around you.
Okay.
And it can give you like a dollar bill that gives you 99 cents.
So for me, I'd probably rather just, I don't know, knowing
well,
that.
I mean, if you can assume you had like 24 cents. If you played this forever, you would assume that you would get 1 key, which is probably more valuable than all that money, depending on the situation, but you're not getting a key, which is pretty unlucky.
Very, very shitty. Yeah,
But it kind of is fair because you've already gotten some of the luckiest drops I've seen on a run in a long time.
Yeah, no, I feel pretty, like, when I was playing this, it's like, I feel pretty powerful. But again, I'm still, I don't know how many, there's like, what, 200 items or something like that? So, I don't know. Okay, so I've been hearing people talking about stuff like Brimstone is like the best item to get in the game.
One of them, for sure.
So... Is that just like, that's like a damage dealing kind of thing, or what exactly?
What it does is it makes it so you have to charge your shots, but when you release the charge, like you hold down the button and then you release it, it's like a huge laser beam that does a ton of damage. It has infinite range, so it travels like all the way across the room, and it like does crazy damage when it hits, and it goes through enemies. So on this room, you could just like be where you are, charge up your shot, and if you could hit the laser, so it hit both of them, it would probably kill them both in one shot.
Oh, shit, son.
So it's really good for a number of reasons. High damage, infinite range, like I said, so you can hit something from across the map. And it also shoots, like, over rocks and through enemies, so Brimstone is really, really strong.
How wide is it? Like, it's like a beam or whatever?
Pretty wide. I would say, like, it's as wide as your head, roughly.
Okay. Nice.
But there are other laser beam items that are much thinner. So I can't remember if we came across golden poop in the last video.
I didn't know. I think this was the first time, and I think I actually come across it again later on.
Yeah, I think you're playing version 1.45 now. I think golden poop is spawning more regularly in that one. It's one of those things that, oh man.
Yeah, I know.
The neutral flies, like the flies that circle around the poop and don't attack you until you break the poop, are some of the most annoying enemies in the game for me.
Yeah, they got me the first few times because for whatever reason I've run into them before and I don't remember them ever like clipping me or doing damage or something.
Yeah.
So they caught me off guard. Like I know when you destroy the poop they come after you, but I didn't know they could do damage before the poop is gone. So
they can, and they have way more HP than normal flies, which is probably the most annoying part of it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, you're doing enough damage that it probably isn't a big deal right now.
No.
Do you know what your tarot card does right now? Temperance.
I have no idea what the tarot cards do, and I kind of like with pills. I'll usually test them out.
Yeah.
But cards, like, well, I mean, that's like they're not like pills, right? Where the color can change.
Right. Yeah. You memorize the effects of them, and then you got a terrible draw here, by the way. Ultra Pride is a total pain in the ass.
What was I gonna say? So what does Temperance do?
Temperance, it spawns a blood bank for you.
Oh.
So it would have been useful on this floor because you see you've got like all those red hearts on the map right now.
Yep.
I can't believe that you're killing Ultra Pride as fast as you are, by the way. I guess you have crazy damage and quad shot, but still.
Well, this is where it pissed me off because he's got like no health, and it took me 20 minutes to kill him at this point. Like I didn't know if there's some special way to kill him or whatever. And I was kind of making dumb moves because I kept just expecting to kill him, so I wouldn't try and like get out of the way of his shots, you know. So I probably could have avoided taking 2 hearts worth of damage there. Friggin' asshole.
So you picked up the left hand. What this trinket does is instead of like every time there is a normal chest, it will change it into a red chest instead. And that was a really lucky key drop and a really good item, damage and health up.
Yeah, no, this is good. It looks like my stats are getting up there. What do you mean, like a red chest though? Like
you know, like when you went into that self-sacrifice room on the last floor, you had a red chest. When you open it up, it gave you 3 flies. Like red chests and normal chests, not the golden ones, all offer like different things. So this is a pretty good trinket because the red chest can give you like the 3 flies that circle around you for a room or until they attack an enemy. It can teleport you maybe to like a deal with the devil or deal with the angel or something. So it's a pretty good trinket. So yes, Hangman allows you to fly for a room.
Yeah, I thought that
not on the next room.
For whatever reason, I thought that was permanent. I was like, oh shit, yeah.
That would be nice.
Because you can fly over the rocks or whatever and all that crap. But
yeah.
So,
and actually, that is there's lots of flying items in the game. I'm not sure if we come across any in this video, but you'll inevitably come across some. The flying items are really good with an item like Brimstone, because Brimstone can shoot through rocks, so you could, in this room, for example, just go up to like the top left and just spam Brimstone from there, and the enemy wouldn't be able to hit you. Like, none of the flies could fly over there, and you could just spam your shots. Basically, they wouldn't have a chance to kill you.
Well, I didn't really have much of a problem there. That guy was just Duke of dies.
Nice, I like it.
I guess, I don't know, that's all I got. And that one was a speed up, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that boss is one of the easiest ones in the game for sure. Certainly the easiest that you can come across at that point.
What I was gonna say.
I'm pretty impressed that like your second run here is 25 minutes long.
It's not bad. I mean, I don't know. I try to have patience in game, but not exactly easy with this, I would say. But I don't know. I tried to take you were mentioning like in the last one. Obviously, my dodging was very poor, so that's something I was trying to be more conscious of as well. I'm using the program Joy to Key with the Xbox 360 controller, and before I was using the analog stick to shoot, which I ran into like a lot of problems. That's where I took a lot of damage. So now I'm using like the actual face buttons to do that, which I found is just like making it a lot easier for me. So,
and the reason I think that's going to be way smarter for you as well. We should point out first that room on the left.
Yeah.
That you can't get into. You can only get into that if you have 1 heart or less.
Oh, I thought it was like you needed full health or something funky like that. And
there's 2 different rooms. The one with the bloody sword, you need 1 heart or less, and the one that is like 2 swords combined, you need full health or more.
Oh, okay. So that's where I got mixed up then, because I was kind of wondering what the heck was going on. So
yeah,
good to know. See, I'm learning already.
So one strategy you could use here, especially if you had more spirit hearts just lying around the level that you could take, is use the temperance card. Take the temperance card because the temperance card will only take red hearts until you get down to half a red heart. Then it'll take blue hearts.
Okay.
But you could play temperance until you got down to 1 red heart, then go to that room, see what's inside, and then pick up other red hearts when you left, like to bring yourself back to full health.
If there were red hearts. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it would be a very high risk strategy right now, but. Yeah. It also helps, like I said, if you have blue hearts, because then that means you can go into that room and still take hits and not actually die. Mm-hmm. And here's an example of the left hand giving you a red chest instead of a normal chest.
Okay.
It might be terrible in this situation, because normal chests have a tendency or a possibility to give you keys, and that's really what this run is lacking mostly.
Well, yeah, I got 20 coins stashed up, and...
but you might get, if this is like a bombs are keepo or something.
I forget what this is, range up, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine too.
So I just...
It'd be better if it was bombs are key. Bombs are key switches the amount of bombs and the amount of keys you have. You have like max damage.
Yeah, I'm strong.
I don't think that's as high as damage will go. I think it's just like the screen stops counting there, but still, a lot for sure.
Yeah, no, I felt like at this point I felt pretty darn comfortable. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm slicing through those mofo's.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I was having this run, I would be definitely thinking that it was positive, except for the fact that I think you skipped, like, 1 treasure room because you didn't have any keys. But there's nothing you can do about that in some situations.
Yeah.
Except for, like, you could have had better bomb management. There was, like, 1 tinted rock you missed because you had no bombs, and you could have blown up the heart if you had, or the blood bank if you had more bombs, but even if you did that, you might not have gotten a key out of it, so it's not 100% guaranteed. But if I was doing this run right now, I would say things are going pretty well. The only thing you'd want to be looking out for, you'd probably want more health would be nice, either in blue hearts or red hearts, and maybe something defensive like the ability to fly, or a super high-powered item like Mom's Knife or Brimstone or something like that.
So that vending machine blew up on itself, but this is a case where since I got 5 bombs, would I want to blow up the one on the right?
You could. There's another thing you could do. If there were more red hearts, you could use your temperance card and put 2 blood banks right next to each other. And because you get a brief period of invincibility when you use 1 blood bank, you could actually play 2 of them for the price of 1 half heart. But in this situation, it's maybe not the best because you have no red hearts to replenish yourself. Now here's a question: do you go to the shop or do you go to the item room?
Exactly. I definitely go to the item room. I don't know if that's the best
I'm not
idea.
sure if there's a right answer or a wrong answer. When I'm in this situation, what I usually do, I mean, there's points for both sides. The point for going to the shop is that with the amount of money you had, you could maybe buy a key in the shop.
Yeah.
In case there's
oh,
nothing
yeah.
you wanted.
Oh, I didn't think of that. See, that's what because you usually come across keys, I find, more often than not.
It's not uncommon to have a run where they're rare, but it does happen from time to time.
But I got this, what do you call it? Shoop
Shoop the whoop.
I'm not even sure if I really use it, to be honest.
It's not a great spacebar item, but it is okay. It is basically a version of Brimstone that you have to charge up, and you can only use once per room.
Oh, okay, okay. So
if you see what you do with this, it's pretty much the same as Brimstone. But this is an item that I don't really use all that much if I have a choice in the matter. The argument for going to the item room instead of the shop, and I usually do go to the item room instead of the shop if I only have one key left, is that oftentimes there will be a mini boss that spawns in the shop, which would be really shitty if you like use your last key thinking you can buy something from the shop, and then instead it's just like an enemy, and now you don't get anything from the shop, and you can't go to the item room anyway. So
right.
I don't know if there's a right answer or a wrong answer.
Fucker got me. I don't even think I used the shoot the whoop here, which is my big problem is like I usually forget about the space bar item because I don't use it that frequently.
Right.
And I guess for that reason I just forget about it, and I try and focus on being able to beat the game with it, or I shouldn't say beat the game, but play the game regularly without it. So.
Right.
But I do think I need to focus more on it. But
well, that works fine in certain situations for certain items, but you're definitely going to want to like work on using your spacebar item. Like it might have helped you not take damage on this room. I hate those blues. This
I had no idea
on
what
the
they
depths, right?
were.
Or on the like 6th floor or 5th floor.
What's that, sorry?
Is this your first time getting past like the first 4 floors? I can't remember if you got here in the last episode.
The last episode I think was I died on the one before this.
Oh, I should mention right here, if you put a bomb like right next to that rock, you could actually blow it up and make a bridge to get to the red chest.
Oh. Well, too late for that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to mess with those little computer chips after. Although I figured you probably got to be some way to get to the chest, but
computer chips, I like that.
Well, that's what they are. Or what are they? They're like
microprocessors.
Microprocessors, yeah.
Yeah, I just call them blue turrets or blue spikes or something.
Blue spikes. This guy, you're very technical.
I got some idiosyncratic names. But yeah, on the subject of spacebar items, you want to like get accustomed to the fact that you should use them more often. It's not a huge deal with Shoot the Whoop because it's not that good, but it could help you out in certain situations.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of spacebar items where like using them appropriately and as often as possible can make or break your run for sure. Like items that give you, like every time you use it, it gives you a spirit heart or something. Like if you use those as often as possible, you're going to put yourself in a much better chance of victory.
Right. This piece of shit. I'm trying to find my strategy here because I quickly realized like it's just like splitting, kind of like asteroids or whatever.
Yeah.
So here I guess I didn't really do a good job, but I started out thinking, oh, I'm just only gonna shoot the one and then keep shooting that one half.
Yeah.
So that I didn't have like a maximum amount of small guys running around. I wanted to try and keep the number to a minimum, but I guess I kind of just killed Envy there pretty quickly.
That was actually a pretty good Envy fight. There were a couple close calls, but you've basically just described the strategy that I try to use when I fight Envy as well.
Okay, good. I like being on the same page as you. Makes me feel warm.
Oh, this room sucks.
This fuck. I hate this so much. Fuck, man. It took just people I know right now. You're watching this and you're like, oh my god, you're such an idiot. Just watch.
Oh no.
I'm thinking, well, I guess I gotta shoot him from behind or something, and I thought, oh, maybe I'm not being quick enough or something, so I'm just sitting there for like 2 minutes, and then I finally figured it out.
Oh, that's good.
It's, but this is the level, like, that,
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I get this key, because now I got a decent amount of bombs, so... It's just, to me, some of the enemies are a little more, confusing at this point. Anyways, those guys in particular, and I took some damage I should not be taking, and this...
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was your first time on the depths. Like, there's alternate floors. Like, sometimes you get the depths, sometimes you get this floor called Necropolis, and, like, they're the same level, but the Necropolis version has more difficult enemies, and you certainly ran into a couple consecutive rooms with them there. But overall, I think that was positive. You got some incredibly lucky drops. Just gotta, memorize enemy patterns a little bit more.
Enemy
Other than
patterns.
That, it was fine.
It was good. Hopefully, take some of your feedback here. It's good, and we'll kick some butt in the next lesson. I hope. Anyway, so.
Yeah, absolutely. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.
Peace out.